Why do we persist through the pain and monotony of our day-to-day lives? We have all the reasons not to. It's painful. It can be lonely. And worst of all, it can sometimes feel hopeless, like there's no end to the struggle. To answer that, we need to look back into our fledgling years of high school, when we were still little children filled with hopes and dreams. A far cry from how many of us feel at our ripe old age today. We came into high school with an idea that we were gonna have an amazing time. But as the scholars of our day say, shit happens, man. We lost friendships. We had declines in our physical health. We struggled with our mental health. Quarantine happened. Some were suspended multiple times for the same thing, yet not getting expelled. Many of our grades started to slip, and worst of all, we made upperclassmen angry by misusing anonymous vape deposit boxes. And during these tumultuous times, I've begun the resolve of having the best time possible. But I had an epiphany. Before the lockdown, I'd been mourning the loss of a normal high school experience, as the way High Tech High International operates is so radically different than the normal high school experience. I was wishing I could have the fun and normal time everybody else was having. But then, the epiphany came to me. High school is only what you make it. No more, no less. So I went out and I hung out with my friends. I did the things that happen in a normal high school, not because they came naturally, but because I made them happen. And so I applied that logic to my quarantine worries. I decided to make the lockdown into what I wanted it to be. I joined communities with my friends online and hung out with them. I played video games with my buddies. I discovered my likes and interests. I devoted time into doing what I love. I made the lockdown into what I wanted it to be. Of course, there was displeasure and discomfort. None of us ever wanted to be forced into our houses for 2 years in the first place. But the discomfort is what makes our joys all the more worth it, all satisfying to achieve. And in the end, our quarantine was exactly what we made it. But this isn't just another boring story about quarantine and fighting the pandemic. No, there's no time to look behind us. Now, we have so much quickly hurtling at us from the future, we can't take our eyes off of it even for a second. If you loved or hated your experiences in high school, you're better off for it either way, because now, the last shackles holding back our freedom have been released, and we have the knowledge of our loves and hates to guide our future. And if you're still lost in your path, with no idea of what you want to do, don't look for the intricacies. Follow what you feel is right, not what you're afraid of. Throw yourself into uncomfortable situations. Do that thing you're always afraid to do. Wear that clothing you're always afraid to wear. Push yourself to your limits to find what you love. And a quick side note, be safe with it, please. Don't do anything actually dumb. But continuing, during your last few breaths on this earth, would you rather regret making a fool of yourself? Or would you rather regret missing the chance to have one of the greatest experiences of your life? We are the richest people in the world. Not only do we have the physical ability to do what we want, but we have the time, something, although we are plentiful in, we cannot waste. So look forward into your future, not with contempt and anguish, but with a hope that the blood, sweat, and tears that we shed now are not for a hopeless idea. They're for our dreams. And in the end, our dreams are what will make it all worth it.
All right, Corbin.
Of 2022. Thank you for making these high school's years of mine the best I could have ever hoped for. You were all exemplary and amazing people, and I will forever be grateful for being able to walk side by side with you. Thank you.